What up, everybody? It's your boy Adrian, and I'm back. I know once again I'm late. I know we're about to move on to week 8 in college football. With that being said, I got to give you an analysis of my Michigan Wolverines right now. This past Saturday, got another conference victory at home, back at home after 2 games. Beat the brakes off Indiana 52-7 like we thought. They covered the spread pretty easily. This game started off pretty slow for Michigan. It was rain. It was nasty. Indiana ended up going up 7-0. Michigan was sluggish throughout this game. Indiana scored on a trick play. And I knew Indiana wasn't going to win off the trick play. I knew Michigan was going to tap that next gear, and they finally did, scoring 52 straight unanswered points. Yes, 52 straight unanswered points, and they once again another ass whooping for the third week and finally showing why they're a dominant team. I know they haven't played great teams in Nebraska, Minnesota, Indiana, but you only play on your schedule, and they finally turned it up and finally played, and it shows you what a good team does. It doesn't matter. They dominate even with the first and second string. They just keep the foot on the gas, and they're finally showing why they're one of the best teams in the country, being ranked number 2 right now. I'm about to read you a couple stats. Nothing crazy because they dominated, and that's not really what I'm here to talk about because it's what we expected them to do. With that being said, like I said, they scored 52 unanswered. JJ efficient once again, only 17 pass attempts, 14 for 17, 222, but 3 touchdowns, 13.1 yards, attempt phenomenal. And I know people across the country are going to be like, he doesn't throw the ball out, but he doesn't need to, and especially against this game in Indiana. Only thing I did not like was that he took 4 sacks. So early in the game, Michigan let up some pressure, as the offensive line did. I just didn't like that. But other than that, I think the game plan they executed, it was solid. JJ made some good plays. Made nice flip play to Donovan Edwards with a little flip. Made a nice play on the right sideline to coast and leveling for a touchdown. So it was impressive. Shout out to Samaj Morgan, the freshman receiver. Michigan continues to rotate these receivers. It's a Tyler Moore, it's a Darius Clemens, Samaj Morgan, Carmelo English, Frederick Moore. Get these young receivers in the game, but we know that the guys are going to be Cornelius, Roman Wilson, Colston Loveland. But Samaj Morgan did a great job getting his second touchdown of the season off a screen pass inside the red zone. Made about 3 or 4 guys miss, and I don't know how he got in, but he got in to get his second touchdown of the year. He looked good. That's a nice young freshman Michigan's got developing and, getting him some playing time. So the offense did what they were supposed to do. The defense forced 4 turnovers. Michigan outgained 407 to 233. Indiana couldn't get nothing going. They're one of the worst teams in the Power 5 and probably the worst team, maybe a little better than Northwestern, but not a good football team whatsoever. They made Taven Jackson's job hard. Tom Allen is on the hot seat, like I said. Said Michigan improves to 7-0, 4-0 in the conference. And you know where they go next. They travel up to East Lansing to play Sparty in a rivalry game. Not much of a rivalry game like we thought before the season started. It's supposed to be it's a night game, so I think Michigan has all the momentum. We know all the situations going on in Michigan State with the Mel Tucker situation and just Harlan Barnett being the coach, just a disaster. Michigan State blew a 23-6 lead in the fourth quarter to Rutgers on the road. They got Kaden Hauser in the QB. But I think Michigan will be able to go in there and take care of business easily against Sparty. They're 24.5 point favorite in that game. And I think Michigan State's already quit. And I see Michigan going in there, taking care of business and getting in and getting out, and I just want no injuries and everybody healthy. So with that being said, after the game, Michael Barrett had this to say. It's like Coach always said, we're in the ass-kicking business, and business is booming, which means Michigan is handling business, and they're not only winning, they're beating the brakes off teams, and you got to keep your foot on the gas pedal, like I said, and don't let up and keep playing hard and keep playing your best football at this time of year, because it's only going to get harder as we're in the middle of October right now, a couple weeks left in October. Like I said, Halloween's almost approaching, which is crazy, but that means November's coming, and that's where Michigan's schedule seems to take flight, and that's where we get to know. So at Michigan State this Saturday, then finally get a bye. Much need to get some guys rested, get some guys healthier. Get a little break. You need that during the long season. Then home against Purdue, and then this is where it goes. These last 3 games to close out the season. At Penn State, who knows what they'll look like right now because they got a game at Ohio State this weekend, a big game. First time the top 3 teams in the Big Ten take on each other, so it's a gauntlet, and we'll see who comes out on top. But I am probably going to pick Ohio State to beat Penn State at home. And then Michigan travels to Maryland, where I thought Maryland was a really good team, but they suffered a terrible home loss, game-winning field goal by Illinois' kicker. Then we have the game, against Ohio State. So we'll know more. But Michigan, like I said, they can't do any more than and do what's on their schedule and take care of business. That's what they're doing. They're not only winning, but it's impressive, and they got to keep doing that. They're going to stay at number 2. Georgia's still number 1. I know Brock Bowers got hurt, so that's going to be a big thing, and I think Georgia's schedule looks much harder now with some of these games coming up, but we'll see what happens. But like I said, Michigan just has to take care of business, and we'll see what happens on the road again, like I said, to try to get this national championship. It's a wide open year in college football. Michigan has to take advantages because it's a really good roster, some veteran, experienced players. Everyone is playing well. Everybody's contributing to the team. I know some of these stats don't look sexy as far as Blake and Donovan's numbers, but they're getting the job done, man. And it's a total team effort, man. So shout out, guys, to the whole team. Oh, and by the way, real quick, people have been talking about J.J. McCarthy's Heisman odds. Michael Penix is the clear front runner right now as Washington is undefeated, and they got a big win against a top 10 team, the Oregon team. He's 140, followed by Dylan Gabriel, quarterback from Oklahoma, who's plus 900. And then J.J., surprisingly, is tied for third, plus 1,200 with Jalen Daniels of LSU. Will J.J. get invited to the Heisman Trophy ceremony? I doubt it. He'd have to have phenomenal statistical stats to end this season, especially against Penn State and Ohio State, thrown for over 300, I believe, in 3+ touchdowns. His stats are never going to be sexy, especially the style of offense that Michigan plays, and he's very efficient, but we have 3,500 yards and 38 touchdowns. No, I doubt it. More close to probably 28 to maybe 3,000 and 30, maybe 25 to 30 touchdowns, and to keep the turnovers down. He doesn't turn the ball over a lot. But if he can do that and really amp his game, which I think he's gonna have to be great for Michigan to win out and get undefeated to get to the Big Ten championship game and get possibly to the college football playoff this year. But we got a long way to go, and we're just 1 week at a time. But hey, Michigan continues to keep it doing 7-0, like I said. On to the next on East Lansing. Hey everybody, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.